The Honorable Judge Jillian Turlau is now in session. All rise. Let's pray. Almighty God, we stand in your holy presence as our Supreme Judge. We humbly beseech you to bless and inspire us so that we have retained, see and do will be in accordance with your will. Enlighten our minds, strengthen our spirit, and fill our hearts with fraternal love, wisdom and understanding, so that we can become effective channels of truth, justice, and peace in proceedings today. Guide us in the path of righteousness for the fulfillment of your victory glory. Amen. Amen.
Court is now in session. Call the cases.
For our hearing, criminal case number 24689, People of the Philippines versus Benedito for the crime of prostituted murder. Appearance for prosecution of defense counsel.
Your Honor, I am Attorney Hyacinth Santalisis and
Attorney Efren Pagtana,
appearing
appearing
as
as the prosecutor under the direct control and supervision of the public prosecutor.
Is the accused around?
Yes, Your Honor. Please approach the bench.
Do you have a lawyer? Do you want the court to appoint a lawyer?
I do not have a lawyer.
Attorney Ronilo Subaan and Attorney Rabino will be appointed as the lawyer for the accused.
Yes, Your Honor.
Arraign the accused.
Case number 24689. People of the Philippines versus Benedito. That on about the 17th day of September 2017 at around 6 in the evening in the city of Manila, Philippines, at within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, the above named accused, with intent to kill, did then and there willfully, unlawfully, and feloniously, by way of applying cyanide on the drink of Miss De Los Santos, rendering her unconscious, thus performing all the acts of execution, which could have produced murder, as a consequence which did not, as her evil designs were foiled by the immediate medical attention given to Miss De Los Santos.
Do you understand the crime charged against you?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is your plea?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
The accused pleaded not guilty, Your Honor.
Let it be on the record that the accused pleaded not guilty for the crime of frustrated murder. The information was read to him in English, a language known as understood by the accused. Also, Attorney Subaan, defense counsel of the accused, assisted him in this arraignment.
Your Honor, I would like to set the case trial on October 19, 2017.
Are you amenable with the scheduled defense counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Set the trial of the case on October 19, 2017. We only have one case for today.
Yes, Your Honor.
In today's trial, the arraignment of Benito in criminal case number 2468 is conducted. The information is read to him in English language known and understood by him. Defense counsel Attorney Ronilo Subaan and Attorney Rabino assisted the accused. The accused pleaded not guilty for the charge against her. Both for prosecution and defense, the case is set for trial on October 19, 2017. Notify the parties thereto, so ordered.
Please rise. The Regional Court, Branch 130, is now in session. The Honorable Judge Jillian Turlau presiding. Your Honor, today's case is the criminal case number 24689. People of the Philippines Philippines versus Benedito.
Ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the defense ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, and witness stand.
My colon to stand Mika May de los Santos.
Do you swear to tell the truth, all the truth, and nothing but the truth in this case?
Yes, sir.
Please state your name and other personal circumstances.
Sharon Mika May de los Santos, 28 years old, single, a certified public accountant of the Accounting Division of Nestle Philippines, and a resident of Unit 143, Astral Apartment, Padre Para Street, Ermita, Manila.
Your witness.
The witness is being presented to find the fact that the accused both the rat eater and in that the substance that poisoned her was from the grapefruit juice which the accused prepared. May we proceed, Your Honor?
Proceed.
Gita Mika May de los Santos, will you please tell of this honorable court where you were on September 17, 2017 and at around 8 o'clock in the morning? I was in our apartment at Unit 143 Astral Apartment, Padre Para Street, Manila, Manila. Who lives in that apartment? I and my best friend, Mariel Benito. Who was with you at that particular time of the day? I was alone because I did not report for work to prepare for my engagement party. How did you prepare for the party? I decided to clean the house. In what particular area of the house did you clean? I cleaned the living room, the CR first, and then I decided to clean the dirty kitchen because I remember that Maria said something like, "Madami yung mga rodents in the kitchen." The last place you clean is the dirty kitchen. Yes, sir. What did you do in order to solve the problem of the rats? I used a rat killer, Your Honor. Who bought the rat killer? Maria bought it because she told me that she noticed that there were rats in the place. Have you actually seen any rats in your place? No, actually, it made me wonder. I just relied on the words of Maria. Besides, in our lease agreements, there is a stipulation that it is the owner's responsibility to conduct pest control measures quarterly. I am showing to you this document previously marked as Exhibit A. Please go over this document and tell this honorable court if this is the lease agreement you are referring to. Yes, this document is the lease agreement, Your Honor. Whose signature is this about the printed name Gita Mika May de Santos, which is appearing on the page 2 of this contract of lease? My signature, Your Honor. And these signatures belongs to whom? There is a signature of our lessor, Mr. Wilco Ramos. Which for purposes of identification, Your Honor, I would like to request the marking of the signature appearing above the printed name of Gita Mika May de Santos as Exhibit A1.
Marking.
And the signature appearing above the printed name of Hugo Bunacos as the lesser marked as Exhibit A2.
Marking.
We would also like to request for the marking of stipulation number 8 in this lease of agreement as Exhibit A3.
Marking.
Was there consistent compliance by the owner? Yes, sir. What happened next? After cleaning, I rested because I got tired. And I remember that before Maria left the apartment to work, she told me not to forget to drink the grapefruit juice which we prepared for you. Where did you find the grapefruit juice? Inside inside the ref, Your Honor. If that picture containing of grapefruit juice will be shown to you, will you be able to recognize it? Yes, Your Honor, that's the one. For the record, the picture previously marked as Exhibit B was recognized by the victim as the picture containing the grapefruit juice prepared by the accused for the complainant. When did you drink the said beverage? Before I went to Starbucks, Your Honor. How many glasses were you be able to drink? I drink about 2 glasses, Your Honor. Can you estimate the amount of grapefruit juice you drink? A glass would contain about 300 to 350 ml of liquid, so that would make about 600 to 700 ml. What else did you do on that day? I went to meet Marielle, 3 o'clock in Starbucks for a virtual coffee break, and then we spent our whole day there, and then we decided to go over the party. Did you feel anything at that time?
Objection, Your Honor. Question is leading.
Sustained.
What happened at the Starbucks? While we're eating, I complained to Marielle with my friend was eating. Did your friend say anything? She told me that I was just tired. What time did you leave at the Starbucks? 5 o'clock, Your Honor. What time did you arrive at your home? We arrived at about 5:30 o'clock in the late afternoon, and then the dinner party was set at 6 o'clock in the evening. What happened later? The guests arrived, and then we became that. Was your fiancé with them? Yes, Your Honor. What happened next? I approached Marielle and chatted with her. What did you feel at that time? My headache worsened, and I began to feel nauseous and I vomited. I felt so weak that I lost my balance. Did anyone come to help? Yes, Marielle told me before I hit the floor. Did you notice anything else? Before I totally lost consciousness, I saw that Marielle was smiling while she held on to me. So, if the accused is inside the courtroom, would you be able to identify and point her? Yes, Your Honor. There. That is all, Your Honor.
Cross. Yes, Your Honor. Miss Witness, you testify that in the lease contract, the lessor had responsibility to conduct pest control measures. How often did this pest control conducted?
Quarterly, Your Honor.
And during that month, did the lessor conduct these pest control measures?
Quarterly, Your Honor.
And during what months did the lessor conduct these pest control measures?
During the month of February, May, August, and November of every year, Your Honor.
Miss Witness, you testify that in cleaning the dirty kitchen, you use your rat poison to kill the rats. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
How did you use the rat poison?
I took the pack out of the box, and then I put some into my hands. I put the rat poison in some rice, and then I put the rice on the floor so that the rats could eat that.
Did you not use gloves to protect your hands or your skin?
No, Your Honor.
Miss Witness, did you know that rat poison could also poisonous humans if accidentally swallowed?
Yes, Your Honor.
So even you know that you still did not use any protection for your hands?
Yes, because I plan to wash my hands after I clean the dirty kitchen.
After cleaning the dirty kitchen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Not right after you put the poison in the rice as you have said earlier.
Yes, Your Honor.
You testified that you drink the grapefruit juice. What was the color of the juice?
The color of the juice, Your Honor, is yellow.
You drank the juice. What its taste?
It was sour, a bit bitter, Your Honor.
Better?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi ka ba nagtataka mapait yung juice na nainom mo?
Objection, Your Honor. My witness cannot understand Filipino.
Let the question be translated for the witness.
do not wonder why the juice was better?
No, Your Honor. The grapefruit juice really has a slight bitter taste, perhaps because it was so sour.
You tasted that before that juice left the house. She told you to not forget to drink the juice. Was she done this even before incident happened?
Yes, Your Honor. Both of us used to do that. We often leave food and drinks for each other.
So, she told you not forget to drink the juice. It was nothing new to you because of you had that habit.
Yes, Your Honor.
You tasted that in a 3 p.m. on September 17, 2017, you meet with the accused at a coffee shop. When you were the accused, did you notice anything different about her?
Yes, Your Honor.
What was that?
When I complained about my headache, she just told me that I was just tired.
Were you not really tired after cleaning the entire house?
Yes, I was quite tired, Your Honor.
You also said that the party you felt nauseous and you vomited to fell to the floor. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
When you were already to the floor, were you still conscious?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was your sight still clear?
A bit blurry, Your Honor.
So you can see clearly the time you fell to the ground.
Yes, because I was so busy.
So you cannot possibly that Maria was really smiling when she held you.
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
Miss Witness, have you ever visited a psychiatrist?
Yes, Your Honor.
When was that?
Around August 2016, Your Honor.
Why did you go to the psychiatrist?
I needed treatment for my depression.
What was the cause of your depression?
My parents died in a terrible accident, and I blame myself for their death.
Who was the doctor treating you?
Dr. Jerry Naomi Garcia
Where is this clinic located?
at the Medical Center in Manila.
What did this Dr. Naomi Garcia do to treat you?
I went through psychological counseling sessions throughout.
Were this counseling session reduced into writing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this document record to the treatment you went through under Dr. Cherry Naomi Garcia?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this document the record treatment you went through under Dr. Cherry Naomi Garcia?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who prepared this record?
It was Dr. Sherry Naomi Garcia who prepared that report, Your Honor.
Miss Witness, did anything happen before you visited your psychiatrist?
I committed suicide.
Did your psychiatrist prescribe any medication?
Yes, she gave me antidepressant pills.
Are you still taking this medication?
Not anymore, Your Honor.
No further questions.
Hey, Derek.
No, Your Honor. We will follow our next witness on the next schedule.
Miss Witness, you may step down, call your next witness.
Call Mr. Jim Gonzalez. Do you swear to tell the truth, all the truth, and nothing but the truth in this case? Yes, sir.
Please state your name and other personal circumstances.
I am Jim Durozan, 30 years of age, single and security officer of the Security Services Division of President Philippines and a resident of 299 Aguados, Santo San Miguel, Quiapo, Manila.
Your witness.
This witness, Your Honor, Dean Zorozan, is presented to testify on the fact that the accused secretly fell in love and could possibly obsessed with him and we likewise began to hate the complainant secretly. May we proceed, Your Honor?
Proceed.
Do you know the complainant?
Yes,
How are you related to her?
she is my fiancée.
Do you know the accused?
Yes,
How is she related to complainant?
she is the childhood friend of the complainant, office mate, and they live in the same apartment.
Were you aware that the accused likes you?
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel is speculating.
Sustain.
Do you visit the complainant In your
Asa? Oy, ganito.
do you visit the complainant in their apartment?
Yes, Your Honor.
How often you visit the complainant?
During weekdays, whenever I drop here after work, and during weekends.
Whenever you visit the complainant in their apartment, are you there any person around?
Yes, sometimes Mariel was there.
When you visit the complainant during the weekend, was the complainant always there?
Not always, Your Honor.
What do you mean when you say that the complainant was not always there?
She is not there because she went out.
And whenever that happens, do you find her in their apartment?
Mariel, Your Honor.
Mr. Witness, what do you whenever you visit the complainant at their apartment and she is not around?
I wait for her to come back, Your Honor.
Where or in what particular part of the apartment do you wait?
At the living room, Your Honor.
I wait for her to come back, Your Honor. Mr. Witness, what do you do whenever you visit the complainant at their apartment and she is not around?
I wait for her to come back, Your Honor.
Mr. Witness, what do you do whenever you visit a complainant at their apartment and she is not around?
I wait for her to come back, Your Honor.
Where or in what particular part of the apartment do you wait? Mr. Witness, what do you do whenever you visit a complainant at their apartment and she is not around?
I wait for her to come back, Your Honor.
Where or what particular part of the apartment do you wait?
At the living room, Your Honor.
And while waiting, what normally transpires?
I watch the TV or listen to music.
You said earlier that whenever the complainant is not around during your visit, Marie was at the apartment, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So there were times that only you and the accused were in the apartment while you were waiting for the complainant.
Yes, Your Honor.
So there were times that only you and the accused were in the apartment while you were waiting for the complainant. What transpires whenever you and the accused are alone in the apartment?
The accused flirts with me, Your Honor.
What do you mean when you said that she was flirting with you?
She will reveal clothes. He says, I love you beautifully.
Do you recall how many times this has happened?
Many times, Your Honor.
What do you tell the accused every time she flirts with you?
I don't mind her jokes.
Does your fiancé know of these instances?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why?
Because I told her a few times about it.
What did your fiancé say?
She said don't mind her. She is crazy.
Mr. Witness, please examine this text message and tell the court if you recognize it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why do you recognize it?
Because I received the text messages from the case on August 15, 2017.
This text message purports to have been sent by the person owning this number 0945232879. Do you recognize the person who owns this number?
Yes, that is the mobile number of the case, Your Honor.
How do you know?
Because the mobile number of the case is stored in my mobile phone, Your Honor.
Mr. Witness, can you read the text message?
She said, you're mine, Jim, whoever tries to steal you from will die.
Your Honor, for the record, this text message appearing on the screen of the mobile number of Mr. Duruzan, previously marked as Exhibit C, has been identified the witness. This document is the printed copy of the text message containing the mobile phone of Mr. Duruzan, who would like to request that is marked as Exhibit C1. How often does she send you this kind of text message?
Almost every day, Your Honor.
What were you doing during the engagement party?
I was entertaining our friends.
Were you near the victim?
No, I was about 8 meters away from her.
Who was with the victim when the incident happened?
She was with the accused.
What did you do when you learned of the accident?
I rushed to her. She was already lying on the ground.
What did you do afterwards?
I called for ambulance. We rushed her to the hospital.
How long did you stay with her and the hospital?
About 4 hours, I waited for the doctor to come out.
When the doctor came out, what did you tell you?
The doctor said my fiance was poisoned.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Cross? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination of Jim Durozan by Attorney Rabini.
Mr. Witness, you have testified that whenever you and Miss Benedito are alone in the apartment, she tried to flirt with you. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
What made you say that?
Well, I feel she made some advances.
How long have you known Miss Benedito?
I have known her ever since I began courting my fiancé since both of them lived in the same apartment. That that is about 4 years ago.
Would you consider Miss Benedito as your friend?
Yes.
Mr. Witness, is it possible that the reason why Miss Benedito treats you well and will extradite witness is because she considers you as a close friend since you are the fiancé of your best friend?
Yes.
You also testified that Miss Benedito sent you threatening text messages. What is your proof that it was indeed my client who sent you those messages?
I am sure, Your Honor, because I am familiar with the way she construct her messages.
Mr. Witness, does the complainant use your mobile phone in sending text messages to her friend?
Yes, sometimes.
How about you? Are there times when you borrow the complainant's cellular phone?
Yes, there are times I use her phone.
So, is it possible that Miss Benedito's phone has also been borrowed by someone else and it was not her who sent you those text messages?
Yes, it is possible, but Your Honor, I'm really sure she was the one who sent me those messages.
Now, further question, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor. We will call on our next witness.
Call your witness.
I'm calling on Dr. Rainier Dingle.
Yes.
Do you swear to tell the truth, all the truth, nothing but the truth on this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please state your name and other personal circumstances.
I'm Dr. Rainier, single, 20 years of age, single, emergency physician, and residents of Robinson's Tower, Padre Paura, San Renita, Manila.
Your witness.
This witness, Your Honor, Dr. Rainier Dingle, will testify on the findings in the medical legal report prepared by him to prove the following: that the effective cause of the complainant's condition is chemical poisoning, that the dose taken by the complainant is necessary fatal, that the possible source of the cyanide poison is grape fruit juice prepared by the accused. May we proceed, Your Honor?
Proceed.
You declare that you are Doctor of Medicine, Dr. Digo. Where did you finish your medical degree?
Emilio Aguinaldo College, United Nations Avenue, Manila.
When did you graduate?
Go.
When did you graduate?
1994.
Are you licensed physician?
Yes,
When did you pass the doctor's board examination?
in 1995.
Where are you presently connected?
I'm presently connected with the Philippine General Hospital local in Top, Manila.
Since when have you been employed in that hospital?
I have been employed there since 1998.
What is your present designation?
I'm presently an emergency physician in said institution.
Since you became a licensed physician, have you attended seminars and undertaken training in connection with the practice on medical, when and where?
Yes, I have attended several training seminars on emergency medicine health. Yes, I have attended several training seminars on emergency medicine here, health, and abroad. In fact, I have also been invited as a guest speaker to give special lectures on modern mitigation toxicology and medical legal aspects of poisoning. To name a few, one of the international medical conferences I have attended and was Switzerland last September 2017, called Poisoning and Drug Overdose by Dr. Barry Roma and Dr. Alan Hall, where intentionally recognized experts in internal medicine. Another would be the one held last January in Florida, USA, entitled Emergency Medicine Practicing According to the Evidence.
Have you testified as a medical expert in cases before court of justice?
Yes, mostly in the medical legal cases.
How many medical cases so far have you testified? And what kind of medical legal cases have you testified?
Medical legal.
How many medical legal cases so far have you testified? And what kind of medical legal cases have you testified?
For the past 5 years, around 200 cases, mostly homicide and murder cases involving food, chemical poisoning, medical malpractice cases, and industrial and vehicular accident.
Do you recall having attended in one Gita Mikami de los Santos at the Philippine General Hospital?
Yes,
Do you recall when was the doctor about what time?
about 6:30 in the evening of September 17, 2017.
Do you recall how many days was she confined to the hospital?
She was confined for 1 week.
Why was she confined that long?
We made sure that the neurologic and cardiovascular status has normalized and acidosis and other metabolic abnormalities have resolved before the discharge event.
While in hospital, did you continue attending treatment?
Yes.
After her discharge, did you require to still see you in the further medication?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why?
I advise the patient to have a follow-up when 7 to 10 days after discharge and re-evaluate and monitor for onset and delayed neurologic manifestation.
Did the patient see for a follow-up checkup?
Yes.
Did you find any neurologic complication in said follow-up?
None.
So, doctor, we are assured that the patient complainant herein is in healthy state of mind.
Yes.
Attached to the record of this case is a medical legal report issued by one Dr. Rainier Dingle. Is this the one you are referring to?
Yes.
For the record, the case has identified the document previously marked as Exhibit D as the medical legal report issued by Dr. Rainier Dingle. There is a signature above the written name Dr. Rainier Dingle. Do you know whose signature is this doctor?
It is my signature.
I fully request, Your Honor, that the signature appearing in the Exhibit D be marked as Exhibit D1. Mark it. Doctor, please read this particular entry
evidence by the prosecution. It came in the emergency room, stitcher born, unconscious, and respiratory distress. Her vital signs then were blood pressure 80 by 50 mmSHg, cardiac rate of 50 beats per minute, respiratory rate of 12 circles per minute, and temporary of 37.8 degrees Celsius. Patient's skin was flushed.
Would you explain this finding in more simple terms for an ordinary person to understand?
The patient clearly was in an unstable condition or in a very critical condition, warranting immediately medical intervention, constant monitoring for any sign of deterioration, and further evaluation.
Do you know what could have caused this kind of condition?
My diagnosis at that time was there was chemical poisoning.
Why is the condition of Gilamica Midi dos Santos attributable to poisoning rather than to disease or some natural cause? Work is conducted confirming the existence of poisoning.
We did toxin screen we did toxin screening with the patient blood and revealed the presence of trace amount of cyanide in the blood. And since cyanide is not normally found in our blood, and considering its chemical nature, it's poisonous.
So you are saying that the actual or effective cause of the condition of the patient is
Chemical poison, which is harmful to the body or deadly to humans.
did the symptoms which appear resemble the typical symptoms of poisoning with the other poison?
Yes, the symptoms of cyanide poisoning are headache, noisy, vomiting, generalized body weakness, loss of consciousness, flushed skin, and unstable vital signs, all of which are present in the case.
Doctor, what could be a possible source of cyanide in this case?
Based on the history given to me by the informant when the patient was brought to the ER, possible source of cyanide was any of the food or beverage the patient had ingested on the day of the incident.
Sir, what do you mean by that, doctor?
We will fill out the form called history and examination. Contain here and general data listed for the result of the chief complaint, the history of present illness, and the past medical history relevant here in history of present illness. This refers to the event and activities of the patient which transpired prior to the consultation from the outset of symptoms to the time of consultation.
Now, you mentioned about an informant. Who was the informant of the patient in this case, doctor? Was it Miss Benedica?
Objection, Your Honor. The question is leading.
Sustained.
Who was the informant of the patient in this case?
It was Mariel Benedito.
Would you please tell the court it was exactly that Miss Benedito told you?
The informant told me that during the coffee break on the day of the incident, the food intake of the patient consisted of tuna sandwich, fresh with salad, green tea, cappuccino, and during the party, she drank Coke Zero.
Now, my question is, it is possible doctor that grapefruit juice can be a source of the cyanide poison?
Objection. The question is leading.
Sustained.
Actually, during the confinement of the patient in the hospital for 1 week, said patient mentioned to me that she also drank grapefruit juice. It's possible that the grapefruit juice could be the source of cyanide, considering that she digested the same 3 hours before the onset of symptoms.
What is the minimum lethal dose of cyanide?
Fatal dose is the smallest dose known cause death, not the small amount which will certainly cause death. Several scientific studies have shown that toxic threshold dose is 50 to 10 milligrams of cyanide in the human body.
In your opinion, was those taken with the victim is study fatal?
An analysis of patient blood will tell us the amount of level of cyanide in the blood. The patient blood was found to have 1.5 mg by cyanide content.
Is that all, doctor?
As previously stated, the symptoms of the patient will eventually lead to cardiopulmonary arrest. If the prompt intervention was done, the patient would have died.
So what are you trying to tell us, doctor?
The severity of the symptoms may serve an indication of how lethal the dose of cyanide is, or that effect of poison is the body, usually proportional to the dose taken. The bigger the dose, the more severe the symptoms will be.
Doctor, do you have any other field of expertise?
Yes, I am also expert chemist of toxicology. Toxicologist. Yes, I am also expert chemist of toxicologist. I specialize in forensic medicine and toxicology, specifically poisoning and drug overdose.
I will show you a document previously marked as Exhibit A. This is the toxicology report from the India on the result of their chemical analysis of the sample taken from the grapefruit juice in the pitcher and the sample taken from rodent beside for rat here. Rat ate this found in the apartment of the complainant and accused. As an expert, can you please interpret to us the findings in this report?
This report reveals that sample taken from the grapefruit juice has been contaminated with rodenticide. This also shows that rodenticide has 50% cyanide concentration. It also illustrates that the grapefruit juice is hence contaminated with cyanide.
Have you worked on India?
It seems that rodenticide has been intentionally mixed the grapefruit juice.
No more questions, Your Honor.
Cross. Yes, Your Honor. Doctor, you have testified that you also specialize in toxicology, especially poisoning and drug overdose. Hence, you are an expert in that field. Am I right?
Yes.
Doctor, when does ingestion of the cyanide poison cause the onset of symptoms of cyanide poisoning?
Patients who ingest potentially lethal amounts may not develop life-threatening symptomatology for up to 1 to 2 hours following exposure.
Symptoms such as
In patients who do not experience sudden collapse, the initial signs and symptoms can resemble those of anxiety or hyperventilation syndrome. Early signs include headache, late signs of poisoning,
are noisy, vomiting, loss, unconsciousness, and variety of cardiac effect.
The patient complainant also testified that she drank 2 glasses of the allergic source of the poison, the grapefruit juice, at around 2:45 p.m., and that the onset of the symptoms of cyanide poisoning was about 6 p.m. Thus, 3 hours had lapsed from the ingestion of the allergic source grapefruit juice before the symptoms developed. Am I right?
Yes.
But you also said that symptoms of cyanide poisoning are expected to develop 1 to 2 hours following ingestion.
Yes.
In that case, don't you think there is an inconsistency of the duration of ingestion and onset of symptoms between the patient's actual case and established scientific findings of cyanide poisoning? With this, does it not mean that the condition of the patient cannot be attributed to cyanide poisoning, but some other cause?
Yes, that is possible.
Are you sure?
I can say that it is possible that patient condition was not due to cyanide poisoning.
Doctor, about the source of the poison, you only said possible sources, right?
Yes.
Best possible, you mean
Probable of potential source of the poison soup.
that the juice is just one possible source of the cyanide poison,
Yes.
and that there are other possible sources of cyanide as well.
Yes.
So, is it safe to conclude, doctor, that the cyanide poison may have come from another source, considering that for that day, the patient food intake comprised of different food and beverage?
Yes, that is possible.
Are you aware of the history of said patient that she had at one time in the past attempt to end her life due to depression?
Yes.
That she has a history of one previous suicidal attempt 1 year from the death of the incident.
Yes.
In your opinion, is that fact relevant to the determination of the cause of the symptoms?
Yes. History of any previous suicidal attempts, history of the patient mental condition, and history of business, marital, and social failures are taken into consideration in cases of poisoning.
Is it safe to conclude then that it is possible that the poisoning is attributable to suicide?
Yes, Your Honor.
No further question, Your Honor.
Redirect. Yes, Your Honor.
Doctor, is it possible that the onset of symptoms for cyanide poisoning varies from each person, isn't it?
That is possible.
Will you explain to us how this is possible?
Some persons possess different levels of sensitivity to certain substances. The body may acquire tolerance to the substances. Another would be the body has a natural defense against the cyanide exposure in the form of an indigenous enzymes, namely glutamase. This enzymes catalyzes cyanide complex with sulfur, forming the much less toxic ion thiocyanate. The ability to of sulfur constitutes the rate limiting factors in natural cyanide detoxification. In absence of oxygenous source of sulfur, glutamase activity is too slow to prevent serious toxicity or death.
Could you explain to the court what do you mean by that, doctor?
Even though the normal duration of 1 to 2 hours
There are some cases in which signs of symptoms of cyanide poisoning in the patient may be delayed and appear beyond the normal duration. In case of the patient, Miss Manarang, there was 1 hour delay of appear of symptoms because of confirmed in her lab test. Her body produces abnormal amount of sulfur and I mentioned earlier, when there is more sulfur in the body, the cyanide detoxification in the body hasten, thus the serious toxic effect of cyanide will be diminished. Lastly, the food intake of the patient may possible contribute to such effect.
Now for the question, Your Honor.
Recross.
No recross, Your Honor.
Mr. Witness, you may step down. Okay, sir.
Your Honor, we are now resting the case for the prosecution.
How do you intend to submit the formal offer?
We can now offer our evidence, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Exhibit E is the contract of lease being offered to prove that there is a stipulation on the quarterly conduct of pest control measures by the lessor. Exhibit E1 and E2 are the signature of G. D'Amica May de Santos as lease and Randall Matuloy as lessor to prove that these two persons were conducting contract parties to the lease agreement. Exhibit E3 is the stipulation regarding to the pest control measures to prove that the lessor undertakes to conduct the quarterly pest control measures. Exhibit B is the picture from which a sample was taken and subjected to chemical analysis for the purpose of proving the fact that the source of poison was the grapefruit juice prepared by the accused contained in the picture. Exhibit C consists of text messages to prove that the accused nurtured feelings for the complainant's boyfriend. Exhibit C1 consists of printed copies of the text messages to corroborate to the fact that the accused has been sending several text messages to the complainant's boyfriend to manifest her obsession. Exhibit D is the medical legal report issued by Dr. Rainier Dingle to prove the following: that the effective cause of the complainant's condition is chemical poisoning, that the dose taken by the complainant is necessary fatal, and that the possible source of cyanide poison is grapefruit fruit juice prepared by the accused. Exhibit D1 is the signature of Dr. Rainier Dingle to be part of his testimony that he was the attending physician of the complainant. Exhibit E is the toxicology report of the National Bureau of Investigation to prove that chemical analysis of the sample taken from the picture for qualitative and quantitative determination of the poison. Exhibit F is the box of rat killer to prove the source of the poison, which is both by the accused.
Any comment? Subaan. Subaan ba?
Go.
As to exhibit D and D1, we admit existence and authenticity. Your Honor, as to exhibit D, we admit to authenticity and genuineness. As to exhibit F, we admit the existence but not its purpose.
Yo, ayun yung mabasa.
Go. Ups.
As to exhibit E,
Go.
as to exhibit A, E1, and A2, and we admit existence and potency. Well, as to Exhibit E, E1, E2,
Ayun
and
na, dito na din sa one C. Manap na diyan.
Balik na siya, balik na.
Balik na lang. Balik na lang.
as to Exhibit E1, E2, E3, we admit existence and authenticity. Your Honor, as to Exhibit B, we admit its existence but not its purpose. As to Exhibit C and C1, we only admit as the existence of this of text messages but not its authenticity. As to Exhibit B and B1, we admit the existence and authenticity, Your Honor. As to Exhibit E, we admit authenticity and genuineness. As to Exhibit F, we admit its existence but not its purpose.
Exhibits of the prosecutor and comments thereon by the defense counsel, the courts resolved to admit all the exhibits